Good evening, everybody. I am 20 minutes late, but I am here. Welcome to ImpureTale's channel. Just like the the screen says, let's make a mess. Only an intentional one, a very well and beautifully programmed one. I think we are actually pretty close to getting started. I also think that I intended to sign into this game and faff about a bit to level her up a bit more, but I don't think that wound up happening. I think I am going to do just a little bit of faffing about before we head ahead, because I missed Monday and it's been a week and I want to reacclimate myself to the controls before we hop in today. This already feels weird because I've been playing Dragon Ball Z. That we remember.
Save this for later.
I think taking down some Striders be a good way to settle back in. Von Strider. Ah. Yeah, because I'm not even level 8 yet, so... Up. I'm behind a tree. That is BS. I think I've tapped almost everybody. There's usually more of them. There we go.
Quietly.
Hello and welcome. That's everybody, it looks like. Fabulous. And I got up to level 8 like I meant to. We really don't need to heavy lift just yet. Let's see. I'll wind up using that a lot more than most other things. We gotta... Okay.
That'll help.
Uh-oh. Well, that's okay. If I can disassemble that one. Why is that so small? Rude.
That's got their attention.
Level 8's good enough. I'm just gonna hope I'm closer to where I usually expect myself to be once the proving is over. Now let's go get our hearts broken by Rost.
Aloy, we must speak. So, it's time. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess. It's louder than I expected.
You've never been so close before.
I guess everything's bigger up close.
Also, they're like
Soon it'll all
partying,
seem
so...
Like home.
I don't know about that.
Look for High Matriarch Tirsa. She'll help you. Any other concerns?
What should I expect once I'm inside?
There will be people celebrating and feasting. More than you've ever seen in one place. No other village compares to Mother's Heart. It is the seat of the High Matriarchs, a center of Nora life, a jewel of the sacred land. Give it time, and you'll grow fond of it. As I was, back when I was at the tribe.
Are you sure they're gonna let me in?
I've told you, Aloy. By law, any child outcast can run in the proving.
And any who pass are made braves and are outcasts no more. I know that. But not everyone follows the law like you do, Rost.
Have faith, Aloy. The tribe will honor your right.
And you can fight the ones that don't let you.
Any final lessons before I head in?
No. You've learned every lesson the Wilds have to teach.
It was you who taught me, not the Wilds. Not sure my bow and spear will be much help in there, though.
It is with bow and spear that you'll win what you've wanted all these years, Aloy. Answers.
The math portion's probably gonna throw
I'm ready
you,
to do
though.
this. See you back home in a few days?
You will not find me there, Aloy. Here. Take this, too. Remember.
Why are you talking like we'll never see each other again? No. No!
You should be with the tribe. And I will always be an outcast.
But I told you, I have that figured out. I'll come to you in secret. I'll be the one breaking the law, not you. You don't even have to talk to me.
This attachment to me will only hold you back. It's my wish that you embrace the tribe. You've lived in isolation long enough.
Until now, I didn't.
For your sake, I must go where you will never find me. This is goodbye.
No, it's not. You taught me how to track. Wherever you go, I can follow.
Not this time.
This time. And every time. I'll be wearing this when I find you.
May All Mother bless you, Aloy.
And you.
I feel like there could have been ways around this if the right dialogue options had been there. Like, if he'd ever told her about what a seeker was, that would have helped, like...
After that, I'll see
that would have helped her get the answer she needed, and she would have been able to continue talking to him. And if she wins the proving, she gets a boon. So it all, like, you know, it goes together. It could have happened, but, you know, story.
Or bleed. Your choice.
He's related to Alara.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. She is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
You're Tirsa?
Who else would I be? Come on now. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe tonight.
You what?
Envoys from another tribe, the Karja. Come to observe the proving, and oh, how the Nora hate the Karja.
Karja?
But that's my problem. We will talk later. In the meantime, enjoy the festival. Oh, down the path to the right, you'll find an old friend who can't wait to see you.
But I don't know anyone here.
Try telling him that. We will talk later. May the goddess protect.
What is going on?
They're really good. It's better than last.
That's a good question. However, it also appears that, like, she wears the same skins under everything, so it's possible it's a one-size-fits-most situation. Is there a thingy things? There is a thing. Well, no, there's a dummy up there.
It's good to get off my feet. Aloy! It's you, isn't it? Over here. It is Aloy, isn't it? I'm remembering your name correctly?
Are you the old friend Tirsa told me about? I don't know you.
Shouldn't you have aged in the
I see you
last
don't
10
recognize
years?
me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
I remember. You tried to thank me.
I never forgot that day. All these years, I hope to see you again, if you came to run in the proving. As you can see, I didn't turn out to be much of a hunter.
I know I've seen his face mark on somebody else, too. Maybe Karst? Maybe?
In preparation for this day, I've made an outfit for you. I hope you like it.
What's it going to cost?
Cost? Nothing. Consider it the thanks I tried to give years ago. Long overdue.
Yay. I've already got this stuff to get it. I'm gonna wait though. Here, buy my stuff. Well, I don't need any of that right now. However, I have fewer sticks than I would like, so that's such a weird thing to say. He don't sell those. Karst is up the hill, though.
Seems to fit you perfectly.
Thank you, Tab. I've never had anything like this before.
Well, it's yours. I think you'll find it affords more protection than what you were wearing. Every outfit offers some advantage. It's always a trade-off. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Head for the Matriarch's Lodge if you want to find Tirsa. You'll know it when you see it. A large wooden building with an angry mob waiting outside.
Tirsa said something about envoys from another tribe?
Yes, that's what the mob's angry about.
I actually
Cards
can't
are visiting
decide
our
if her
sacred
shoulders
land
have
for the first
fur
time
on
in
them
years.
or feathers,
I'd
because it
expect
could
to
go
see
in
some
either
tomatoes fly,
direction.
maybe rocks. Hopefully not spears. In any case, be ready to duck.
That's fur-ish. Actually, I think that might be raccoon now that I look at it, so...
Last year's festival is better every year without fail.
I would like to find a recording of that and find out if they're singing in English or some other language. Like, there's no reason for them to be singing in some other language.
Bad enough you're drunk. Why do you have to go climbing houses?
Oh, not supposed to go climbing on other people's roofs, huh?
Our tribe, all mother, give me strength.
Get down from there,
Listen
now!
carefully
Oh,
now.
that's just what you want,
You'll
isn't it?
have
For
to
me to
tell this
fall
when
on
I'm
my
gone.
head.
In the beginning, all life came from all mothers. People, machines, and beasts, all were her children. They lived alongside each other in the comfort of her wild embrace. But some grew restless. Though they took of her bounty, they wanted more. These were the faithless. The machines had whispered to them, promised to serve them, to make them a new world, better than the one All-Mother provided, a world of metal. They told the faithless they would do all the work for them, feed them, shelter them, give them a life of ease, of plenty. And so, the faithless left with the machines. Only the true children, the mothers and fathers of the Nora, stayed with All-Mother. At first, the machines did as they had promised. They built cities, great and terrible, monuments to their sins, but they would not serve the faithless for long. A king rose up among the machines, a machine
Yeah,
more
that's
powerful
pretty
than
fair.
any other, the Metal Devil. And then the faithless served him, served the machines. That was not enough for the Metal Devil. He wanted all to serve him, and tried to tempt the true children away from All-Mother. They would not go. They gathered on the mountainside to cling to her and prayed, more devoted than ever. The Metal Devil raged louder than thunder. In his fury, he came to confront All-Mother, intending to kill her. She struck him down forever. As you know, for his lifeless body is up there still, frozen in shame and defeat. The
Can we see it
machines
from
were
here?
driven mad by the death of
Guess
the
not.
children, and their minds became as wild as beasts.
The faithless abandon their cities, forced to wander the world without the care of the machines. Only we remain the true children of All Mother. We built all this with the hands that she gave us. Machines are to be hunted.
Now we know
Metal
that
to be used for
Karja
scrap,
and
for
Nora
craft,
came out of the same
but never
cradle,
to
but I
be
think it's
adored.
pretty strongly implied that
And
like
we
the
stay
Oseram
true
did
to
not,
our
and a lot of
laws,
the other
resolute
races that we
in our
run
prayers,
into.
don't we?
I'd like to know where that
The
cradle
dangers
is.
are never over. Still, the faithless envy our sacred land and covet it. And year upon year, the machine's anger grows, searching for little Nora boys and girls who have not been. What? Is that a machine among us now? No. These old eyes are mistaken.
I wish her actions weren't on a loop and there was, like, you know, some
Listen
expression and
carefully
movement with
now.
that.
For you'll have to tell this when I'm gone.
Remember
In
that
the
Brave
beginning,
got drunk and danced naked
all
around the fire
life
last
came
year?
from all men. People, machines, beasts, all were her children.
Aloy, over here.
Karst? What are you doing here?
Careful. Pretend like we've never met.
Yeah, that is pretty
I
much
wasn't
the
supposed to
same
trade
face
with
marking that
outcasts
Teb
and
has,
outlaws,
isn't it?
remember?
How could I forget? And how generous of you to talk to me now.
Don't be like that. You know I'll be rooting for you in the proving tomorrow. Can't wait to see the looks on some of these
Yep.
faces when you win.
They are related.
And if you need any last-minute supplies, I'm your man.
So, Mother's Heart. I thought you preferred the wilds.
Well, man can't drink alone all the time, can he? Truth is, I get lonely once in a while. There, I admitted it. Don't think less of me.
I won't hold it against you.
Not
if you
possible.
Give me a discount.
You can't be.
I'm joking, Karst. It's good to see you.
Don't go soft on me. All right, let's do this.
I can't imagine, like, it's probably just really reassuring to her that, like, there's somebody there that's familiar to her. There we go. That killed most of that, but I tend to prefer to keep my wires at 200 if I can. I'm never going to use either of these, so...
See you later, Karst.
Good luck.
Perhaps the Karja have come to make amends. I won't deny them the chance.
Here comes my favorite guy.
In a moment, we shall bless the proving. But first, we have guests to welcome.
For 2 years, we have been at peace with the Karja. It is time to restore our bonds of trade with Meridian. These envoys come to us under a banner of peace.
An enunciation of gratitude written
Killers
by the
and
hand
slavers!
of
Yeah!
Sun King of
Killers and
Oz.
slavers!
Hey!
Luminance of
Hold your fruit, Nora Faithful. Hold your fruit. Now I'm Azaran, not Karja. So I'll put it to you straight. The 13th Sun King was a murderous bung. Oh, he was. He was a tyrant and a monster. He raided my tribe for blood sacrifice, just like yours. My own sister was taken. I hated the Karja. But the 13th king is dead. 2 years now. Who killed him? The 14th.
Yeah.
Not because he lusted for power, but because someone had to put an end to his father's atrocities. Yeah! The message that this poor priest means to read is an apology. Straight from the lips of the 14th king. So please, can't you lend him your ears?
That's what the corn throwing was for.
Thank you. An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of Sun King Avad, 14th luminance of the Radiant Line.
I'm with High Matriarch Lancers, man. We should unknown to Karja pollute our sacred land.
He's wearing a focus, just like mine. You're the only other person I've ever seen wearing a focus. Where did you get yours?
What? A Nora? Wearing one of these? That's impossible. Your tribe fears the old places, forbids them.
They also fear me.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
Why, I guess you're not. Maybe you've gone delving in the ruins of the metal world.
What's wrong?
Apologies. A malfunction.
Oh, Lynn? You making friends with locals, are we?
I'll come back.
Wait.
No. We'll talk later. Have to go.
Whoa. Well, I guess he's more hungover than I thought.
I love this dweeb so much.
You got the same trinket that Olin has on his head. Since when did those become fashionable?
His name is Olin? Who is he? And where did he get one of these?
He's just a scrounger with friends in high places. Now, he spends half his time digging for artifacts, the other half drinking or dicing. As for the trinket, well, I guess he dug it up somewhere. Just a weird old jewel he sticks on his face. I mean, no offense. It looks great on you.
I thought your friend was gonna go down in a hail of fruit, but you really calmed the crowd.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I could do it. The Nora is still pissed with the Karja about the Red Raids. And who can blame them?
I wanted to ask you something else.
If you want. But I'll also be around after that blessing thing, if that'd be a better time to talk.
I never heard anything about Red Raids growing up. What were those?
I guess it'd make sense that Ross would never tell her about them.
No. Were you kept hidden away? Did you have overprotective parents or something?
I grew up as an outcast, shunned by the tribe.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard the Nora do that. That seems cruel, if you ask me. But even an outcast knows about the derangement of the machines, right? How they get deadlier every year? Well, the mad Sun King figured if he spilled enough blood to the Sun God, it would calm the machines. Didn't work. But for years, he raided the tribes and took captives for sacrifice. My sister among them. The Nora put up a good fight, but lives were lost.
So, what happened? How did it all end?
The Mad King's own son united Karja rebels with Oseram freebooters. And together we did the impossible, took back Meridian and killed the crazy old king. So now the son sits on the throne and it's a big improvement. Under Avad, there's no more sacrifices, no more slavery. People from all tribes are welcome in Meridian now, even Nora exiles. You really should come visit.
Who are the Oseram?
Oh, that's my tribe, far to the northwest. We're good at three things: arguing, working steel, and brewing.
And freebooters. What are those?
I guess you could say we were mercenaries, warriors for pay. Except a lot more loyal than that makes us sound. Avad couldn't have taken down his father without our metal and muscle. And now some of us serve proudly as his personal vanguard.
Your sister was taken captive and sacrificed. That's terrible.
Well, she got better.
Captive, yes. Sacrificed, no. It takes more than a few Karja to finish Ursa. She got away, and now she's my captain. Captain of the entire vanguard. Favored by the Sun King himself.
How did she survive?
Well, that's his story, all right, but it takes a while to tell.
Maybe another time over a drink or three? Or just come to Meridian and meet her yourself. I think you'd like each other. You're both rather, direct.
I'm really sad we don't get to know her better.
You said the machines have been getting more dangerous every year.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that, right?
First I've heard of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed everyone knew. Well, the way I hear it, 15, 20 years ago, the machines weren't always pissed off like they are now. When a hunter came at them, they'd spook and run. So it was hard to take them down, but not dangerous, so long as he was smart enough to jump out of the way. But then the derangement starts up and everything changes. Now, when a hunter fires a shot, the machines snarl and charge right at him. A few more years pass and they start attacking people on sight. Going anywhere becomes a major risk. If that wasn't bad enough, entirely new kinds of machines start showing up. Bigger, meaner, and heavily armed.
I wonder if,
like the sawtooth,
if eventually she might
10
figure
years
out a
ago,
way to
that
like
one.
compromise
But
with
every couple of
Hephaestus.
years or so, something worse comes along. Believe me.
So what's making it happen?
And no one knows. And the machines, well, they aren't telling.
If the Karja have such a cruel history, how did you end up serving them?
The last king and his men were butchers. But the new king wants peace. There's nothing cruel about that. Besides, the Karja don't just fight, they build. But take Meridian. Next to it, everything else is just a bunch of sticks and stones.
Just how big is Meridian? What's it like?
Where do I even start? My tribesmen are masters of the forge, the best tinkers in the world. But when it comes to building, the Karja have us beat. The city soars over a canyon with more bridges than the Nora have roads and buildings tall as mountains. And across the valley stands the spire, like a blade thrust into the sky reflecting the sun. You really owe it yourself to see it. So consider that a challenge. Or an invitation.
I want to ask you about something you said before.
Ask away.
I've never seen armor like yours before.
You've never seen Vanguard steel? Well, let me introduce you. Ring-locked, impact-protected, sturdy enough to choke a sawtooth. It has to be. The Vanguard of the Sun King's best. Life-takers and machine-breakers to a one. It might even give a Nora warmaid like you more trouble than she can handle.
With all that metal to slow you down? I doubt it.
Yeah, hard to say. From where I'm standing, looks like a pretty even match.
What else do you know about Olin?
Is he really that interesting? I'm starting to get jealous. Well, he scours the wilds for ruins, digs up stuff, and sells it to nobles. When he's not scrounging, he's scouting. Exactly the skills you want the man guiding your expedition to have. I've known him for a few years. He's a loyal companion, cares for his family, holds his drink well enough. I like him, but besides that, not much to tell.
I should make my way to the blessing.
Yeah. Look, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's obvious that you don't belong in this backwater. I mean, you're smart. You're obviously capable, and, well, I mean, look at you.
What are you talking about?
You know what. All right, if you ever visit Meridian, look me up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. Anyway, I have to go to that blessing thing, too, so, see you around, maybe?
But I sure won't.
I don't know which way he was taking. I love the look of paper lanterns.
We'll start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
Aloy, take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
Blasphemy, sisters. Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her honor, light its flame.
In honor of my mother, whose name I would know if she hadn't abandoned me at birth.
O Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
Who's gonna win the proving? There's Olin. I have some questions for him.
Well, there's lots of people I can question.
Aloy, now that the blessing has been made, you and I finally have a moment to speak. I hope the ceremony wasn't too unpleasant for you, given your circumstances.
I can't say it was comfortable, but I could see the beauty of the ritual, even so.
It takes a generous heart, Aloy, to commend a ritual that venerates all that you were denied.
All I'm saying is that it didn't bother me. I have bigger things to worry about than hearing the Nora mumble about their mothers.
I see. I imagine you must have questions for
I
me.
appreciate how patient Tirsa is about that.
It surprises me the tribe lets outcasts run in the proving. It's not like the Nora to be so hospitable.
It has always been law that any child outcast has this right, as a means to rejoin the tribe. So far as I know, however, you are the first ever to exercise this right.
I'm not surprised. I doubt many outcast children survive long enough in the wilds to come of age.
I think, rather, it is because child outcasts are so rare. In all my years, I've only known of one other child who was cast out. A boy of 13, who killed his mother. But at the proving 5 years later, he did not appear.
No, I'd be surprised if he survived very long on his own.
But at least he had a chance. Other tribes would have simply executed him. It may be hard for you to accept, Aloy. But the practice of shunning is, relatively speaking, humane.
Oh, is it? Try it out for 18 years, Tirsa, and then let me know what you think.
There's nothing humane about kicking people out and telling them they're not allowed to speak to each other or any other human being.
Why was I made an outcast at birth, Tirsa? What crime could I have committed even before I was born?
Aloy, this is not a question I can answer.
Why not? It's simple enough. And what about my mother? Is she here tonight, watching me? Or is she dead? Is she here? Or nowhere?
I am sure your mother is here with us, if only in spirit.
That's not really an answer, is it? Just so you know, Tirsa, the reason I'm here is to get answers. Real ones. And when I win the proving, I will demand them.
I know, Aloy. I would expect nothing less.
What about Rost? Why was he made an outcast?
So, he never told you?
He said he swore an oath never to speak of it.
Yes. As did I, and the other matriarchs. I'm sorry, Aloy, but Rost's past is another secret I must keep from you.
What else is new? Rost told me that matriarchs don't just lead the tribe. What else do you do?
We teach, offer counsel, give blessings. When necessary, we judge. Our only concern is the welfare of the tribe. Among our number this year, we count 3 High Matriarchs and some 30 Lesser Matriarchs.
What's the difference?
Matriarchs are grandmothers with 2 generations of living progeny. But a High Matriarch is a great-grandmother with 3 or more generations to her name. Thus do we speak for generations, lending our opinions weight. The High Matriarchs most of all.
So, the more children you have, the more authority you get? I guess that's one way to decide who leads a tribe.
Why would there be any other?
Why does Lansra hate me so much?
She is a woman of extreme opinions. More than that, I cannot say.
It's not my fault that I was born, or that the matriarchs decided to cast me out.
I side with you in this matter, but there are differences of opinion, and any vote of the High Matriarchs requires a majority.
I should be going. I'm sorry if I've been too harsh. It's just, I've wanted answers for so long.
I know, child. You're not the only one who's waited years for this day. I will be praying for your success.
Perhaps the Karja have come to make amends. I won't deny them a chance.
I've already spoken to you, but let's talk about why you think the sun is a man, sir.
I've never seen its like. A rare gift indeed.
But you don't believe in Allmother, do you?
Usually the distance between our tribes shrouds Nora ways from Karja eyes. But here among you, I see a beauty that shines true. Perhaps Naman is right after all, that the sun's light brightens all lands and all peoples.
Who's Naman?
One of my brethren, who believes the sky is wide enough for the faiths of all tribes.
Who is the Sun King you speak for?
His Luminance Avad is the 14th king of the Radiant Line. His light envelops the sky and everything beneath it. He is the chosen of the sun. By his divine rule, we are given sight and purpose.
You speak highly of him. Do you know him well?
By his nature, he is unknowable and infallible. We are his instruments, not his companions. I have been in his presence, but we draw down our hoods so as not to behold his light directly.
He's the sun, he has total power, and no friends. That couldn't go wrong. If your Sun Kings are so infallible, how do you explain the crimes of the last king?
Well, the sun's glory is a great and brazen crown for a vessel as small as a man. If the vessel is flawed, indeed in the burial caves, one can see the skulls of the past kings are cracked, trialed and fired in the sun's kiln. That can be too much for any man to bear, even a ruler of men.
So the sun can make bad choices like anyone else?
Oh, no.
Has there ever been a Sun Queen?
Many wives and consorts, of course. Or, oh, you mean for the sun to choose a queen? This has not happened.
Why not?
The sun is masculine, of course, and so would choose its heirs thus.
It's a light in the sky. I've never seen anything dangling from it. I don't know if you've noticed, but women run things around here?
Well, Avad took a woman as captain of his vanguard, the first to hold such an honor.
He's so uncomfortable right now.
From what he told me, she sounds formidable.
Oh, formidable indeed. A woman, and an outsider as well.
She might make a fine Sun Queen, given a chance.
A sun... Oh, no. No.
We're not ready for that, he says.
Who are you, Sun Priest?
I am the Reverend Irid. The glory of the Karja is the sun's glory, reflected. We Sun Priests are but glimmers of its great light.
You just said a lot, but you didn't tell me anything.
My apologies. My duty is to carry out the will of the sun, by serving its emissary among us, the Sun King. I comfort those who walk by the light of day, and I travel to those in far reaches whom the light barely touches, bearing warmth.
We've already heard about
Did you come all this way
Meridian.
just to deliver your Sun King's speech?
It is my duty, and also my honor, to carry the light of atonement to those we overshadowed and wronged. I swallowed my fear, but it re-emerged. I am glad Erend van Guardsman made this journey. He is my shield, a good man.
Why were the Karja at war with the Nora?
Under the 13th Sun King, the Karja had no peace with any tribe. His luminance has sent those days to dusk. We must renew the light that binds us, though few volunteered to come here.
The Nora scare you. They're good at making people feel unwelcome.
It's said one soldier died for every Nora taken alive. But I see you can be as calm as you are fierce.
This has been illuminating, but I should get going.
You have already been blessed, but may the dawn find you, the day warm you, and the dusk have light to guide your path.
Cool. Now, I actually think one thing I really like about the Karja and Meridian in general is that usually when you come into a story like this, you're in the middle of the rebels trying to rise up and overthrow the evil king. The fact that we're already past that and they're at a state of we've gotten rid of the bad guy and we're trying to make things better is just really cool and kind of unheard of in stories like this.
Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Ah, guess Aaron told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Asuram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places
Yes,
for answers.
absolutely.
Not me.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me, that's your trouble, not mine.
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Noraland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking, that's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the King's court, that's all.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
Well, I'm not going to make friends with everybody who has an
I
LG,
already
sweetheart.
have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should... try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
What about Vala? She's strong. Blood of a war chief in her.
Oh, I love this part.
I still maintain one of these days I'm going to write a fic that just retells the story as though Boston Vala made it through the proving.
useless chuff.
Excuse me, Dreadlock Snape. Is anybody talking to you?
Find a bad outcast and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Oh, this is the bed house? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
Your very presence here.
Well, well. Look who's come in from the wild. The motherless outcast.
Malfoy?
You still got a scar from where that rock I threw hit you. Now that's a cherished memory.
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
We saw you talking with the outsiders. Couldn't convince them to take you either, huh? Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's Heart. And you definitely don't belong in the proving.
You can sense it. You already know you're gonna lose.
I've trained all my life for the proving. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anything.
Really? Confidence is quiet. You're not.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
Didn't you just say that?
The other children saw that you were a monster. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for Boss to get some sleep.
Oh, he talks about himself in the third person. Give him a wedgie, please.
Not me.
Oh, are you gonna shut your mouth? Because that would be a surprise.
Rap battle, go! Damn.
Nice job handling Bast. That should keep him quiet. Till morning, anyway.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are. The competition. The others, they'll finish the proving. Most of them. But win it? That's down to Bast, you, or me. Vala.
Nice to meet you, Vala. You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get some sleep. I plan to be well rested when I run you into the ground tomorrow. Your bunk's right there when you want it.
Okay. Thanks.
She gets the only one that doesn't have, like, a top to it.
So, your first day in Mother's Heart. What do you think? You've never slept in a Nora Lodge before. Not very private.
It has certain charms.
Homey enough, once you're accepted.
That's the problem.
I think you'll find a place here. I do. Get some rest.
Braves! Ready yourselves!
What will it take to get you out of here?
Razor!
Dick.
Your trophy is shattered, outcast. Looks like you'll need another.
And again. Faster, come on.
So yeah.
I've gotta catch up. Gotta catch up.
Slow and steady now. All you need is to finish. That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
I love going through the ruins of the Metal Devil like this. Though I'm going to reflect what my friend said. When you look at this, you kind of go, man, this looks like it's going to be a boss battle later.
Dead last, girl. Might as well walk from here. Boss will win, or Vala. But you'll be made a brave so long as you finish. Oh, now. That's an old trail. 2 died on it last year. It's falling apart. Better dead last than dead altogether. Whoa, 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 whoa! My old mother, are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself! It doesn't get any easier! You're insane to go that way! That's it.
No way but forward
Just
now.
Stop right there.
I can't see! Boss, we'll follow right behind.
Come on now. Faster. Stop dragging. Gotta keep going.
The outcast!
On the old trail?
Is she crazy?
Good. I'm gaining.
Look! The outcast is catching up!
How'd she get up there?
Cutscene, that's how.
Made it. Come on now, hurry. Keep at it. I've trained my whole life for this. They had a tribe, but I had the wilds. Precision. Not enough. Must be perfect. Come on, you can make it. Can't let them beat me now.
I guess you're SOL if you lost your trophy in the run.
She didn't win! The outcast cheated!
An outcast win the proving? Never. For she is a brave now.
You did it.
As are you all. So long as you put your trophy on the altar. But it is Aloy, once outcast, and now brave, who is first among you.
Ah!
And here's where the story suddenly becomes the story you didn't know it was going to tell.
We can't stay
way out. So we won't make it under fire.
They can't shoot if they're dead. Keep them busy. I'll find an angle.
Fast! Fast! Are you with us?
I'm with you!
Let's go. Now!
Too many of them! We can't win!
Quick! Run for the slip wire!
Kill them all! No witnesses, no survivors!
For All Mother!
Oh no! There's more! They keep coming! How many are there?
Only one way out of this. Fight!
I didn't mean to shoot him in the dick, but...
How many are there?
Too many of them! We can't hold them! Oh, Mother, help us!
Oh, sorry.
Now, descend while we have a chance.
Get back! Bala! No!
The red hair dies now! Everyone, forward! We're getting picked off! Shadow take.
Look at all these dead guys.
Turn your face to the sun, child.
Headbutt him. Headbutt him. Oh no, that'd put him closer to the knife, but...
Burn it all, then to your task.
As you command.
Aloy.
Yeah.
Survive.
She is dying.
I need to know why she dreamt about that. The robot arm.
She should be near her mother.
Aloy, I'm so sorry. Turn your face to the sun, child.
I have to get out of here. I need my focus. No.
Well, you kind of also need your organs to stay where they are.
Rost saved me. They must have found me before I bled out.
I keep trying to turn on the focus and it's not there.
Why is no one here? Where am I?
I guess it makes sense too. It tells you how much she relies on it. And has relied on it.
Close. Good. But where's my focus? It's here. Okay.
It's possible. I genuinely think she just never takes it off.
Am I inside the sacred mountain? But only matriarchs are allowed inside. I don't see my bow here. Or that damaged focus, the one I took off that killer. Where are they? I'm picking up some kind of signal.
Well, at least she found her dress.
Looks like the ruins I fell
Can't
into
save the
last
world
time.
if you ain't cute.
The Nora didn't build this place. The old ones did. But why? Another one of these power cells. But what do I do with it?
It took me this long to remember where the kneel button was. Or the crouch, I guess.
Must be the damaged focus. The one I took from that killer. There. With the rest of my things. Now, what can you show me?
All commanders, halt excavations and proceed at once to the mission point. Avoid all contact with Nora savages, but if you are seen, kill every witness. Target imaging attached. Do not fail.
Target imaging. Who says I'm like other Nora? They saw me through Owen's focus. How is that possible? Then make it quick. I'm heading in. Hold for identiscan. You need to stop listening to Ted and start listening to me.
'Cause screw Ted.
When? Are you my mother? Why try to kill me just because I look like you?
Aloy, you are awake.
You brought me here?
Quickly, you must follow.
To where?
To the place where you were born.
Are you saying I was born here? Inside the mountain?
It is easier if I show you.
Really quick, Mama. Oh, guess I can't do that yet. I love that you can see the dust hanging in the air.
And to die near one's mother is sacred. Lanza fought it, of course, but Jezza sided with me.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated. Please, just follow me.
Does my mother look like me, but with short hair?
I don't see how that could be. You were not born of a woman, Aloy. The mountain is your mother.
What? What are you talking about?
Come.
What is this place?
The Great Chamber, where All-Mother slew the Metal Devil and gave birth to you. Aloy, the Proving Massacre was just the first of many disasters. The war party we sent after the killers was ambushed and slaughtered.
But what does that have to do with where I was born?
My hope is... everything. This is where we found you. We heard your cries, came to look, and there you were.
Just lying there?
Yes.
You mean I came from behind the door?
Always, that is what I have believed. That you came from the womb of the mountain. A gift from All-Mother herself. But others, like Lansra, feared that a darker power put you here. Not a gift, but a curse.
But this isn't a goddess.
Aloy!
It's a door. With people behind it. My mother?
Oh.
How confusing would all of this been if the door had worked at this moment?
The goddess speaks.
Just like the woman I saw.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Identity cannot be confirmed. Entry denied.
No, no. Please.
Aloy, All-Mother spoke to you, as if she knew you.
Were you not listening? It didn't recognize me.
Because of corruption. The goddess's own words. Surely, if you heal this corruption, she will see you clearly.
And how would I do that?
You said you've had visions. Of a woman with short hair.
The killers came for me. Because I look like her.
But their power is overwhelming. Is there no other trail to follow?
Owen. He was one of the outsiders. The night before the proving. The killer saw me through his eyes. He lives in Meridian.
So you will have to leave the sacred land.
I've been an outcast all my life. Why not an exile too?
Shh. There is another way. Come, and we will make it so.
You said the tribe was on the brink of extinction. What happened?
After the massacre at the Proving, a great war party was sent after the killers. Less than half survived.
How was the war party defeated?
The killers do not fight alone. Somehow they have a power over the machines, corrupting them, driving them mad.
So the killers got away?
Yes. And now the only plan my sister matriarchs can agree to is to sing the Hymn of Atonement and beg for All-Mother's mercy, as though she would not want us to help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
This. This was my plan. To show you where you were born and loose you to follow the destiny All-Mother intended for you.
I'm amused that they completely eschew the use of the stairs. It's like, no, the ramp is here for a reason. The stairs are for decoration.
It is done?
Yes. I showed her. Sisters, the goddess spoke to Aloy. Told her to heal the corruption.
Ha! But how is she to do that?
She will have to journey beyond our sacred land.
A seeker? If the goddess spoke, it must be so.
You would name this thing a seeker?
Sister!
For once, Lansra, join with us.
This will be your sin, not mine. Send her seeking, and may she never be seen again.
Aloy, by the holy grace of the one goddess, we hereby anoint you a Seeker of the Nora tribe.
Here's your badge and your gun.
Now stay you from your sacred task. May All Mother protect you and sustain you. Stay true. I will make ready for the hymn. Our hopes lie with you.
Tirsa, what's a Seeker?
You are. And here is your mark. In times of great need, the High Matriarchs may anoint a Seeker. A worthy brave sent forth to accomplish a great purpose.
Yes, absolutely.
No matter where that purpose might take her.
Even beyond the borders of the Sacred Land?
Yes. And with the right to return when you are done, or as the need arises.
So I can go anywhere at all? No restrictions?
Even to forbidden places, like the tainted lands beyond All Mother's sight. Or the ruins of the Metal World.
Or Burning Man.
Why are the ruins of the Metal World forbidden?
They are blighted places, Aloy. Dark and wicked. Like the children of metal who built them. When they rebelled and tried to murder All Mother, her wrath leveled their cities, but could not cleanse their sin. Their ancient spite haunts those ruins, ready to ensnare anyone foolish enough to enter them.
But I've been in a ruin. It looked a lot like the inside of All Mother.
That cannot be so.
It is.
Then, this is something
I will literally
beyond my
take you out to it and show you.
I will trust you to reveal the truth.
You know what? That's fair. I appreciate that. Like, understanding that she is very devoted to her faith, that, like, when she has met with something like that.
Why are the lands beyond Nora territory called tainted?
Is it not obvious? Our land is sacred. We live in sight of the one goddess, All Mother, source of all that lives. Beyond her sight lies a vast fallen land, spiritually tainted. That is why it is against tribal law to leave. But the Seeker blessing will protect you.
Have there been other Seekers?
There have, but they are rare, and most who set out are never heard from again.
Was Rost a Seeker?
No, not a Seeker.
What are you not telling me?
This is not the time, Aloy. Perhaps another day.
What was done with Rost's body?
I'm afraid there was very little left to recover. But what there was, we buried at the place where he raised you. With flowers on the grave.
Thank you. So many have suffered. Is there anything I can do to help?
What is most important is for you to fulfill the purpose All Mother has intended for you.
I don't know what that means any more than you do.
Then you must find out. If, however, you sense that part of your purpose is to help the tribe, by all means do so. I have no doubt you will find people in need throughout the Embrace.
You said the Nora sent a war party after the killers.
Yes. But it was ambushed and overrun. Very few escaped alive. And most that did were wounded.
Do you know where the killers went?
No. But you could ask Varl, one of the Braves guarding the gates of the Embrace. He survived the ambush.
Of course he did. Because being a bitter buttbag will keep you alive forever.
I should be on my way.
From here, you must go to the gates of the Embrace. Speak to Varl, and he will point the way to Meridian. If any Nora tries to stand in your way, Aloy, make sure they know you are a Seeker.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Tirsa, for all you've done.
May All Mother bless you and watch over you.
Nora faithful, we will
now it's
soon
time to
begin.
gather some medicine and some
Purify
sticks.
your hearts.
misery on the tribe.
These will
When we
keep.
hear the matriarchs lift their voices, we will join ours to theirs.
Oh, good. Oh, no. Well, in fairness, though, by the time you collect the last one, you're pretty much at the place where you can go back in there again, so you're near to it at the very least.
Never know when I might need these.
What do we got? Let's see.
Rain's not so bad.
I probably should have done that before I started harvesting. Hindsight.
We still don't know who sent this. She's gone.
Kumbaya and so forth, and so on, etc. Give me things.
Can't be too prepared.
I love that every now and again I will come upon something that the console has not yet finished rendering and does not finish until I'm on top of it.
If only the hymn could bring back those we lost.
I really wish you could run into more people, like Braves, who got down off the mountain because of everything that you and Boston Vala did. There aren't enough of those, I feel.
Aloy! Aloy!
I heard the rumors, but I didn't know for sure until I saw you just now. I'm glad to see you're okay. And you're even wearing the tunic I stitched for you. I'm honored.
What sort of rumors did you hear?
That you were wounded. Expected to die. And then, High Matriarch Tirsa insisted that you be allowed to heal inside All-Mother. Huh. That caused a stir. Only matriarchs are allowed to enter the mountain. But you deserve the honor. The survivors had told everyone how you fought to save them.
I wasn't the only one to fight.
No. They spoke of Bast and Vala, too.
And Rost, the man who raised me. He fought to save me, and he died for it.
The survivors didn't speak of him, but I remember him. He was there that day when you saved me. I remember he stepped in front of you when my father started yelling. If by dying he saved your life, Aloy, I don't think he regretted it.
I need the gate opened.
Do you have any idea how dangerous it is out there?
I need to pass through.
You'll have to talk to Resh then, up on the wall. He's the new war chief. I'm not sure he'll help you.
He's a dick. And I mistakenly spoke of Varl earlier. I thought they were talking about Resh.
What's the danger in the Embrace? Are the killers still there?
No. They're long gone. The war party went after them, but the killers slaughtered them. They have some evil power over the machines. They corrupt them, make them fight at their side.
And these corrupted machines, they're loose in the Embrace?
Some have broken through. And from what I hear, it's even worse outside the Embrace. Believe me, this is no time to go traveling.
Why wouldn't Resh help me?
Well,
because he's a dick.
Says mean things about you.
That I'm a motherless curse, an outcast, that sort of thing?
Yeah. I wish he hadn't been made war chief, but Sona disappeared after the ambush. They say she went after the killers all by herself.
Who is Sona?
Sona was the tribe's war chief, but she went missing after the war party was ambushed. You probably saw her at Mother's Heart. A tall, lean woman with dark skin and long white hair. Her daughter ran in the proving, but she died.
Was Vala her daughter?
Yes, she was. I liked her.
So did I. What are you doing here with a bow and spear, Teb? You're a Stitcher, not a Brave.
Most of our Braves are dead or wounded, Aloy. Someone has to defend Mother's Watch, so I thought I'd help out. I should be okay. Just as long as I don't try to run any Brave trails, right?
I should be
It's
on my
funny
way.
because you almost died.
May all Mother protect.
Okay. There are some preparations to make. Let's see. Traps. Okay.
The outcast.
Common paths they take.
Ignore her. Continue the report. There are rumors of a demon loose in the Embrace.
Gather what chanters you can find.
Every machine it touches. Where did it come from? They say it broke through the gates of the Embrace. Who is they? Varl's a fool to defend that gate. It is here at Mother's Watch that we will make our stand. So far, 8 crews have arrived from Mother's Heart to join the Hymn of Atonement, and more are on the way.
Thing always seems to run over here, so
True Nora will lift their voices in song.
it has to knock things over. It's part of its nature.
Helps to be prepared.
You know what? Let's drop one on this, just to be contrary. Okay, next part. One for the bad guy. That's not going to stay up for very long, but...
Oh, Mother, purify the machines. Cleanse them of corruption. Gather what treasures you can find.
And you know what? Good enough. I'm gonna go in here and use some meat to make some more potions. I apparently need to up the carry capacity on some of these. This is fine. This is good.
I need the gate opened.
Since when has any outcast's need been my concern?
Since I was anointed a seeker. Now open the gate.
You? A seeker? Have Tissa and Jezza gone insane? Bad enough that they let you run in the proving. But to nurse you back to health inside the sacred mountain? No wonder a curse is upon us and children lie dead under cairns of stone.
How can you be so heartless? I fought beside those children, shoulder to shoulder and back to back. I saw them fall.
If even one of them had been true Nora, they would have put an arrow in your back. Resh, come on. Silence! I am your war chief.
And I am a seeker anointed by the High Matriarchs. So open the gate, and I will be on my way.
The sooner you're gone from here, the better.
I would have grabbed him and thrown him right off the walkway.
What was that?
Sound the alarm!
Yes, absolutely.
By the goddess, what's it doing to them?
Taking control.
Brace yourselves!
Okay, Aloy, you have no excuse. You can see exactly where its weakness is.
What have you brought on us now, you motherless curse? Kill them, Braves! Kill them all!
He has remarkably perfect teeth for a guy who's been living in a world with no dentistry.
Today we fight a curse! A demon! Oh, Mother, give her strength!
Won't be long. Gotta get in position. Here it comes.
Attack!
Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
It's down!
Fabulous.
The demon is dead!
Oh, Mother, I'll help you now.
One of these things marched with the killers at the proving. How does a machine like that take control of all those Striders? How does it possess other machines? How'd you do it? Show me. You made them obey you. How? This. You did it with this. It's connecting to my focus. Then I could use this. It's worth a shot. Couple loops of wire. Looks like it'll hold. I just need to test it.
Aloy, how did you do that?
You killed that demon. Pulled its guts from the carcass.
The way it controls other machines. I think I figured it out. But I need to test it on a machine.
Plenty of striders along the path to the gates of the Embrace, I guess.
Exactly. And the gates are where I'll be headed anyway. I need to speak to Varl.
I always knew you were different, Aloy, but...
But what?
I think you're a blessing from All-Mother. No matter what Resh says.
Thank you, Teb. But I have to go now.
I know you do. And my thoughts go with you.
Braves! I want that gate repaired immediately. I don't care if you have to bandage it together. Get it done.
I'll enjoy the traps. Only one. And no errands. Very good. Now, before we leave the area, we're gonna go up and talk to Rost.
I need to find a machine and see what this device can do.
Because that's very important. You, buy my stuff. I don't have a lot of new anything, but... I love free samples. Okay. Rost is Nya. Do I? Yes, good. I have fast travel packs, which are also made out of meat, if I remember correctly.
To think he built all this alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore.
Oh, I can go to that flower now.
There's nothing for me here anymore. Rost. I couldn't leave the sacred land without visiting you. When you said goodbye, I told you I'd find you. Track you down. Well, looks like you did it after all. Went somewhere I can't follow. I should have known you'd be watching. At the proving. Looking out for me. There for me when no one else was. Like always. One last time. Thank you, Rost. I won't waste what you've given me. I promise. I'll make you proud. I've been trying to puzzle it out, but
I apologize, it's very noisy. However, it's also 80 degrees here, so it's needed.
Older with short hair. But why? And what's the connection?
On cooler days, I'll try to remember to
She's my mother.
to have it turned off when I broadcast.
She knew Nora, but if she lives inside the mountain, how could the killers know about her? The more I learn, the less I understand. I need to track down Olin, an outsider. He was at the festival the night before the proving. Somehow, the killers saw me through his focus. And he knew it. He could have warned me. When I find him, well, he's gonna tell me everything he knows. And he's gonna pay. All right, it's time to leave the Embrace. I'll try to come back when I can.
Oh, Rust. Because I'm going to forget. I'm gonna go get that flower.
So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
Not with that, you're not. Very nice. Now what I need is a raccoon. Found one. Oh, it didn't drop anything good. What a jerk. Turkey. Boar. Aw. Yeah, we'll just pretend she actually jumped that high, thanks. Get on the rope. There we go.
Now, what were you doing out here?
And down there, though you have to strain to really see it, is where the beginning of the game happened, because you can see the plane stretching up in the distance, which suggests this might actually be part of those brave trails I was complaining that you can't access. I definitely remember something similar happening to me. You are not alone. Slow-mo jump. I love the spinning in place thing she does. That's super cool. That's fine. We're good.
Easier when I was a kid.
Actually, so many meat. We're actually gonna use that and try and get us some rare stuff. We want to leave with some good gear. Still disappointed about that. I feel like if you're going to make something really cool like that climbable, then you need to put some sort of like tiny reward up at the top, like maybe a few shards or something. But I guess that's part of what photo mode is for. There are lots of places in the game that are just really difficult to get to, but then you can sort of take a picture to show you got there. That's a goose. good. And I see purple. Oh yes, very good. Now, using these things, I've found this exploit to get this rare stuff. It is always hard to get stealth weaves. That's always been the rarest. Which sucks because it's usually what I want the most. Oh, this place that we're at, like, you'll remember it, this is the area where you rescued Teb from. And both of those scrap piles that the scrappers were at had purple, rare stuff in them. Now, if you fast travel back to this point and walk back there, everything is fully respawned. Now, what's in the scrap pile is random, but it's usually blue or purple armor and weapon augmentations. Which essentially means if you're willing to go ahead and make the fast travel packs, it means you can leave the valley with pretty much some of the best equipment things you can get in the game.
Snow haze. White as bone.
Ah! One's blue.
Be fascinating.
Stealth weave. Ah, damn. And a purple. Oh, I got a spear coil. I hadn't even realized I haven't gotten many of those yet. Or any. I mean, you can really only put one on there once the option becomes available, but still. I think I'm gonna need that. That's a good enough place to start from. And yeah, you can pretty much do that as many times as you want. Fun. think... Let's see. Fox. Fish. Aha! And it's good.
Things quiet.
Not a raccoon. I think I definitely want to hit one of those before I leave so I can expand my sharp shot bow. Fox. Boar.
Save these for the trail.
Something I'm finding myself doing a lot more in this playthrough are shots while I'm moving. That's not usually the way I play.
I'd have to leave something else behind. This'll last.
Boar. Boar.
I can get out of this. Sorry to spoil your fun.
Is that all of you? Seems like it. Turkey. Turkey. Y'all are killing me. Give me some fuzzy animals. Damn it. That's a fox and a bunny. I'm gonna need more foxes eventually too, but still. For that. Let's see. Boar.
Scrabbling a bit.
Raccoon.
Striders. I can test the override device. Should guarantee.
Damn. Okay, now we have problems. Striders made me lose it.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
Bunny.
You're not gonna be the one to stop me.
Bunny. Oh, y'all suck.
Low and quiet does it.
Where are you at? Oh! Oh! See, I never even found the markings. I am wildly unobservant. Fox, fox, fox. Oh my gosh, game, give me some proper vermin to hunt and kill.
Nutritious.
Nope. Well, let's be circle back around at least. There you are, you little bastard. There we go. Finally. And it wants more raccoon. But you know what? We got more arrows. That's what I came here for. Mission accomplished. And since we're down here, we can do a little bit of fishing. Because some of these other upgrades call for salmon skin? Which, okay, sure.
All Mother, purify the machines. Cleanse them of corruption.
Well, that one I could actually see. A sure sign that there's an air of familiarity in terms of controls between this and Shadow of the Tomb Raiders. I keep trying to use the same swim control, and it doesn't work. Well, bless you for not being startled, Trout. Man, nice grilled salmon sounds great right about now. I'm presently still in ketchup and rice territory, so...
Probably needed the wash.
Oh, you are not a strider. I can't ride you. But if y'all think I wouldn't like to ride a scrapper... Bounding amazing death kitties. Could you imagine? That might be the way that they'd get around making a sequel and sending her someplace like South America. Because I want to be real with you. Not only do I want to see her do amazing things exploring metal ruins, but I want to see her, like, in older ruins.
It's not hot. There we go. That a boy. That's more like it. Yeah! 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 Ride! This strider is fast! This beats walking. I should try overriding. There are kinds of sounds of fighting.
Watch yourselves! Bring it closer! Closer!
I love Varl.
Varl, I take it?
Am I seeing things? Or were you riding that strider when you came through the gate?
I was. It's hard to explain.
I imagine so. Strange times we live in. We who've survived. I recognize you, of course. Aloy, the outcast who won the proving. I'm glad to see you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No.
Frankly, I'd really like to see her get to the East Coast. I want to see what they do with the ruins there.
So I could go after him.
Oh. Well, then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make it?
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded. We have no war chief to lead us.
Isn't that Resh's job?
Ugh. Only because Sona went missing. I'd go after her myself, but she ordered me to hold this gate with my life. And so I have.
You said the trail is dangerous. What sorts of dangers?
Almost too many to name. The killers are still out there, and somehow they've corrupted the machines, spreading madness.
Yes, I've seen it myself.
Bandits, too. Cutthroats who snuck across the border to prey on us. The word is, there's a camp in the metal ruins upriver.
Sounds like I need to craft more arrows.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said I won the proving. How did you know that?
I spoke to survivors. They said you fought bravely, as did Bast. And my sister.
Your sister was Vala? I'm very sorry. I liked her. I think we might have even become friends. If we'd had a chance.
Thank you. She died saving others. There is no better death.
You said the war party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead, straight into a trap. A pack of crazed machines, seething with corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them. War Chief Sona led a countercharge and destroyed the machines, but by then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme.
You said War Chief Sona is missing?
Even when the war party was massacred, she wouldn't give up the chase. She called for volunteers and went after the killers.
You didn't volunteer?
Of course I did, but Sona denied me that. She ordered me to see the wounded back to the Embrace, and to guard this gate, to guard the Embrace with my life. That was days ago, and since then there's been no word from her.
So there's no way to know if she's alive or dead.
If anyone could survive out there, it would be her. Sona's prowess is legend, an unbending spear to measure ourselves against.
Sounds like she sets a high standard.
Ugh, you have no idea. She's my mother.
I should be on my way.
Aloy, before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site. A wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst, on this side of the river. You might be able to pick up her trail there. She went after the killers who attacked the Proving, who killed those we love, who tried to kill you.
I get it, Varl. I'll see what I can do.
You gotta find his mama. And I'm actually just gonna leave the Strider there, to be honest.
May the goddess protect.
Saving real quick. Okay. This seems like a good place to stop off story-wise. When we come back, we will be encountering a assassin of bandits who is very, very eager to meet you. So eager, in fact, that if you ignore him, he will stack bodies along the road trying to get your attention as you continue on. So I will probably be broadcasting other things through the weekend, and we will be back on Monday with hope. So this has been fun. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and hop on over to Twitch and watch this with us live sometime. For those of you on PS4, you can find me on Twitch and on YouTube under the name ImpureTale. Thank you for joining me, and y'all have a great night.